serious time now. I will be right back.
You whore.
Oh, God.
Sorry, I have to go
What
pee.
a bitch.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Weekly Blitz number 6. This is your host, FullBloodedMex, and with me tonight I have the average Bread
Hi.
and Martian.
Привет, comrade.
Привет.
So, Bread, did you see the newest Swedish tank that's going to be added into the game?
No, I did not. I didn't even know that they were adding a... Wait, hold on. Wait. Is it that one that's, it's kind of like that weird, like the VT tank thing where the gun is, like, fixed to the chassis?
No, that's not
Or
the
is that
one
a
that
different
they
one?
leaked. It was like the...
What tank am I thinking of?
You're thinking of the Sturv 105? I think that's what it's called.
STRV 105. The Stridsvagen 103? Yes, the Stridsvagen
That
103. Yes, tank.
That's what STRV stands for?
Apparently.
No. Completely different. It's not STRV.
So what is it?
It's Stridsvagen or Stridsvagen.
So then what does STRV stand for?
I don't know.
Well, all I know is that the newest one is like the VK1, I believe. That's what the tank is called. It looks like a tank destroyer, essentially.
VK1. The Klimov VK1? No, that's a jet engine.
Nope. What's it called? I am... Why am I going down? Here.
You're supposed to do research before you... I don't know. Maybe you are, maybe you aren't.
You know what, Brad? Yeah,
What?
I invite you to this podcast and you insult me.
Yeah, that's all I do is I just ruin everything.
Yeah. Keep crying. Keep crying. It turns me on.
God damn it. Anyway, here's the image.
What?
That's the tank that's going to be added for the Swedish tank.
Still looks better than the SU-57B.
Anything looks better than that. That thing looks like if you got
God,
a
it's
pug,
the pug
and
tank.
just
It's
smush.
the pug tank, yeah. And it's so bad too. It's like,
Doesn't it have like the weakest chassis armor or something like that?
yeah, it's like it's just god awful.
Just paper mache.
Yeah.
So one tank I would like to see in the game would be the Merkava 4, the thick boy. Do you know the one I'm talking about?
Merkava 4. Oh, that's a chunk.
I know, I love it.
Nice.
It just looks. I love my thick tanks.
What if you hit that like flat part on the? I mean, I guess that probably wouldn't do much because it's still pretty thick.
Well, the thing is, they added the engine in the front because they wanted the Israelis focus mostly on crew survivability. So they said, we'll just put the engine in the front, the crew in the middle, and it's going to be a troop carrier. So it can carry up to 7 troops.
Nice.
Yeah, so I would like to see that thing.
Cool.
But if they added it... Go ahead.
That would be shot trap hell in Warthunder, though.
Sorta. I mean, they did buff the Merkava 1's engine, so it can absorb APFSDS now.
No, I'm talking about the turret. I mean, so long as this is the correct thing I'm looking at here.
Yes, you're talking.
Yeah, because that's what a shot trap is, Mex. You know.
You know what, Brett?
I'm not sorry. I'm right.
What about you, Martian? What tank would you like to see in game? All right, Martian's dead.
Yeah. Okay.
What about you, Brett? What tank would you like to see in game?
Fuck, man. I still want the M8 Greyhound without the stupid HMC barrel to be tech. That pisses me off so much. Okay. I know more planes than I do tanks.
Right. Well, all right, fine. What planes would you like to see in game at the moment?
Focke-Wulf V32/U2.
Say that one more time.
I mean, there's not a whole lot of information on it, so I mean, I don't know this for a fact, but I've heard that it was a test bed for the MG 213/20.
Okay.
So you know, like the Aiden and Defa cannons.
Yes.
Those were based off. Those were essentially ripoffs of German technology in World War II that came from the MG 213/30s, and this was the 20mm variant. It's a revolving cannon, revolving 20mm.
Oh yeah, I think you told me it's like a revolver, like literally from a no.
Yeah, like a revolver where there's one barrel and there's a cylinder, if you will.
That's so weird. Why would they do that?
Well, it's space for one, also weight because one barrel as opposed to 6. Although it does wear that barrel out rather fast, but
I mean, the Germans were up to some pretty crazy inventions during. This is World War II, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah, they were up to some crazy stuff during the war.
There was a better jet engine that I think it was Motoren. Hold on. Jet engine, was it?
I've been watching memes. I totally lost track of the whole conversation.
God damn it, Martian! You have one
It's okay.
job.
Don't have to restart.
I'm not restarting. I'm just saying you have one job, and that was to pay attention.
I'm sorry. I saw Rainbow Six memes and it was new. I wanted to watch it.
Hold on, was it?
Well, since you weren't
okay,
paying attention.
It was the Heinkel HES-30. Was an early jet engine originally designed by Adolf Müller at Junkers, eventually built and tested at Heinkel. It was possibly the best of the Class 1 engines, a class that included the more famous BMW 003 and Junkers Umo 004. What are you laughing at? What is he? What is he on?
No, I'm not laughing at the memes. I'm laughing at like you said. He struggled so.
What?
I'm sorry.
Oh God.
Hello.
It's him.
Hey,
It's
Menace,
Jorno.
how's it going?
I haven't heard from you in a while.
Yeah,
He's on
You
the
all right?
He's fighting on the front.
I've been working.
That sounds
Stop
awful.
that.
Yeah, stop that. Who needs
I
a
worked
living?
I worked for 12 hours straight today in BoomerCon.
BoomerCon? Is
What?
that a convention going on?
No, it's a sports card. It's a sports card convention, and there's a shit ton of boomers. That's all it is.
Oh, okay.
Boomer
Yeah.
Con.
That's why I
Dude,
call it
dude,
BoomerCon.
that's not boomer. Dude, my school goes to a VA 2K walk every year to like volunteer. That's BoomerCon. It's literally Veteran Affairs.
Dude, like every Canadian that was a boomer likes hockey, so that's why. And I'm in Canada, so
I just thought all Canadians liked hockey.
I don't.
No. It's legally
No.
required
No,
in
don't do
America.
that. In America, what?
Yep. All Canadians also have to follow American laws because you're close enough that has to happen, right?
Oh my
We'll
God,
annex
guys.
you.
Yeah, we'll annex you if you don't.
Oh, any more questions?
What tank would you like to see in War Thunder?
Well, obvious answer for me is the T90 because I think Russia needs more top tier tanks at the moment. But if it had to be something unique, it'd be something unique and cool because that's like that'll be too overpowered. Like you can't just add that. You can't. No, stop.
Simple.
T90A is just an upgraded version of the T72. Changed my mind.
I guess. But like it's still its own thing. It's weird.
Yeah.
This cardboard smells like cake.
Your cake. Anyway,
Thanks.
What?
I'm just trying to think here. A new vehicle to add to War Thunder that'll be pretty damn good. I would like to see a German T55.
Yes.
Yeah.
I
Yes.
would like that. I think that'll be cool.
East German shit. I want to sing East German songs while riding in a battle in East German tanks.
Do you think after tier 4 or 5, which one's the one with all the Tiger 2? That's tier 5.
That's tier 4.
Well,
Tier 4.
5 has the 10.5, doesn't it?
Right. So I think after tier 5, Germany should be split into kind of 2 tech trees where you can research East and West Germany. where
Yeah.
East Germany has a lot of the
Well, you
Russian.
should probably do that for the air then too, because they have the MiG-15. This.
Yeah, they have a lot of those. They have a lot of like Russian planes, like comparatively compared to the tank lineup they have.
Right. I told Brett one game I would love to, or one tank I would love to see in game would be the Merkava 4. The thick boy.
The thick boy.
Merkava 4 or something.
The Merkava sucks.
You take that back.
Eh,
Well, I mean,
eh,
it looks cool, yeah. But so think about this, right?
I would
The
say
Merkava's engine is in the front.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't have any composite armor.
Mm-hmm.
Its fuel tank is in front of the engine.
Mm-hmm.
It's only 100 millimeters thick.
Mm-hmm.
So, all it would take is for them to shoot the fuel tank to
Mm-hmm.
destroy the engine, to get the engine to overheat enough to destroy itself, making the tank inoperable. Also, if the gunner wants to use his thermal sight, he has to put the tank on its side.
Wait,
He
what?
has to point it away because the engine is in front. So he can't point straight forward and use the thermal sight because the engine, blocks his thermal signature.
Oh shit! I didn't think of that.
Sort of like the Bismarck on its first shot, it like kind of destroyed part of its radar.
Yeah.
Oof.
And also, like the thing about the Merkava, I think this is my personal opinion. It's meant to fight against infantry, not other tanks. Well, older tanks, but like not like other top tier main.
Sorry.
No. It's not meant to fight against the like Abrams or the big boys. I would say.
So is it like a better Bradley?
It's more like a bunker buster, Bradley.
Yeah,
like
but slower.
It's a Bradley with a 120 millimeter gun.
Yeah, and carries less troops.
So, well.
Big sad, big sigh. It's like it carries less troops.
Put that stapler down.
But
So-
it has like 12 machine guns.
Do
which
y'all know
makes
who
up
the
for
Red
it.
Effect is?
Yes.
What?
Watch his video on the
yes.
Merkava.
Oh yeah, I like that guy. He's pretty cool. He's chill.
I feel like he's slightly biased towards Russia, though. Like, every video he puts up, he always says, like, Russia is the best tanks.
And he doesn't really say that.
I
He
mean,
just said they're
okay,
good.
so to a certain extent, he's not wrong.
Well, it depends.
Practicality-wise, like,
It
you know,
depends. I think it's very
on
opinionable by the
on
country.
paper, they are really good tanks. But in practice, not so much.
How so?
So,
I think it
The
depends on the
Russians-
user.
the Russians' tank production really peaked in the 60s.
Yes,
I mean, they were the first ones to make a tank with composite armor
and an autoloader,
And
And
APFSDS.
and APFSDS.
and no, I think
The Abrams, the first Abrams, did not come out till what?
85.
70,
Yeah.
85?
I thought it was
Yes.
79.
Well, it was in like prototype stage.
I
That
thought,
was
it,
a
yeah, I
prototype
thought it was like
stage.
78.
and then Bradley came out like in '86. Bradley was late. Holy shit! And
Anyways,
yeah,
That's
yeah.
because Pentagon
the
Wars.
first Abrams only had a 105.
Mhm.
And the Allied tanks at the time didn't really have standardized APFSDS shell yet. They had one, but it wasn't massively used. They still used APDS.
Mhm.
So back when the T-64B was a thing, it was pretty formidable. Like the Allied tanks could not do anything against it.
Mhm.
But then as soon as we got our hands on our APFSDS and started modernizing it, like the M1A1's APFSDS, that's the first good APFSDS that we put out that is able to actually deal with the Russian tank. By the time that we got it, they already had the T-80U.
Yeah, which they already thought of that, which had the contact.
Yeah, and
five.
then it had the Contact 5, making that shell almost obsolete.
And then the story continues on as like they're trying to compete against each other. Like they buff up the shell, they add more armor, kind of thing, right?
Yeah. Like, it's a constant struggle between, who can outpace who?
Arms race.
Like, do we get an APFSDS shell that can pin them before they get more armor that can stop it? Or do they get more armor before we get an upgraded APFSDS shell? Like, which one comes first?
Right.
Or
but...
just build a better tank in general that has all better features and all that. Which, yeah. You know.
Now, from the front, the Russian tanks are really strong.
Yeah.
But from the side, they're incredibly weak. If you even angle them a little bit, they get knocked out.
Tank is incredibly strong from the side.
I mean, no, but
he means
he can't be 220, but whatever.
Yeah,
but I mean, with their sideways, with their ammo racks like the way that they are.
Yeah, with the turret
vulnerable.
ejection system.
But if I may add, for the T64s and the T80Bs, yes, I agree that like ammo racks in the middle is very dangerous. I'm not gonna put that. I'm not gonna like I know it's a weakness. It's obvious, right?
Mm-hmm.
But like, the T72 and the T90, and I think the Armada. No, and I think the Armada, like their autoloaders are kind of like the way they station the ammo. It's right because for the 64 and the B and the T80, it's how the ammo's around the crew and like they're kind of like in between the ammo. Because the main shell's is on horizontal as the powder or the what do you say it? The charge is on vertical. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
For the T90, the T90, T72s, and the T14, the ammo rack is completely below the crew members.
Yeah. Didn't they just encase it with They made their own version of the blowout hatch for.
Yeah,
for the
they made it for the T90M and the T14. Yes, that's correct.
I just had a complete it totally wouldn't work, but it's like a thought that like someone would totally have if they were like high or some shit. What if you had all the ammo rack below the turret so that when the ammo rack exploded, it exploded the turret in the air and they just parachuted the turret down?
Fred, did you eat any edibles before this?
No. I swear.
I did.
Nice.
Just naturally goofy.
Naturally goofy.
I'm naturally look at my profile picture. Better like zoom in on my profile picture, Mex. Just like.
Oh, I will. But. But the thing is, like what Martian was saying, on paper, they sound really formidable and almost invincible. But in practice, they're not that good because in the mid '90s, when the Russians sent out the T-80Bs, I think, for the Chechen resistance, they performed really poorly and were almost always destroyed.
The reason because of that is because they were placed in urban combat.
Right.
And they weren't built for urban combat because Russia most of the time they were thinking of it's a flat field. Most of Russia is a flat field.
Yeah, they got a lot of space there in Russia.
And I think, and yes, it's a fact that they did perform poorly in Chechnya. Not going to say that they didn't. I think no T-80Us engaged in Chechnya. I think it was only Bs.
Yeah,
I think it was only Bs. And I haven't heard like any T-80U proper engagement, so I don't know about that. I heard T-90s have the same like combat performance as Abrams and Challengers, though, like in comparison, like to modern day standards. But like, yeah, but the reason why the T-80s perform poorly is because of the urban combat in the situation. It was more like a guerrilla. It was like more like a guerrilla war, again, like in Afghanistan.
Right.
And so I think Russia had to think of a new way to do it because there was two wars. There was two Chechnyan wars. There was the first one, which the Russians lost, and there was the second one, which the Russians won.
By bombing everything.
Basically, you know. Well, the Chechnyans were Russian Muslims.
Right.
That was the whole thing.
Well, they wanted to separate after the collapse of the Soviet Union. Soviet Union was like, niet, and didn't recognize their state, and so the Chechnyans rebelled.
Yes, that is correct.
But like even in Ukraine, there were a whole bunch of T-72s that Russia supplied the quote unquote Ukrainian rebels, which we all know are Russian soldiers. But they supplied them with T-72 tanks, and even the T-64s that the Ukrainians had were able to take out a whole bunch of T-72s.
Well, T-72s are naturally weaker than T-64s.
Well, these were the BM1s, the whichever that has the Contact 5.
The Ukrainians have one with contact as well.
Well, they have Contact 1.
No, some of them have like their own contact armor.
Yeah, but those are just for show, and they didn't really put them out in the field though, for some reason. Like the T-84 Oplot, they can't build them because they don't have the resources, and therefore they didn't put them out on the field. But
in other news, the Pentagon has now announced the Panzer II as its new main battle tank.
Bravo!
Bravo! Outstanding move.
Why wasn't this done earlier?
Yeah.
I would have suggested the Panzer I, but you know.
we can now invade any dude. You don't have to be that mean.
no,
What?
we just need the Bob sample. Then we can invade anybody.
Bro, New Zealand is uninvadable because of that.
Why do you think Russia never invaded New Zealand? They're afraid of the Bob sample.
Shit, you're right.
No other country did. With this nuclear powered.
Fuck, if the Yamato just like
They never went after New Zealand because they were basically Australians,
yeah.
and they're too afraid of the Australians.
Well,
Anything,
anything in Australia can kill you. Even plants can kill you.
I don't know who would want to ever invade Australia.
It's not a great idea.
But
I forget who it was in I think it was in Australia that they put like some Hispanos in the B-25, and they were like, "Hey, America, you can put Hispanos in the nose of this thing." And America was like,
"You can put a 75mm in it."
and so that's how the PBJ was born.
Really, that's the origin story for the PBJ?
Pretty sure. Don't quote me on that. That's what I've heard.
No, I'm quoting you.
So, no.
Yep,
damn.
same.
I'm putting it up on the screen. You're quoting.
Hold on, here, I'm gonna. No.
No, better yet, put it up on Reddit.
Yep. I
Damn.
put it on Reddit.
I read it.
Really, there isn't even a separate Wikipedia page
For what?
For the PBJ.
Oh wow.
Human noises. what was the meme? Where is it?
Autistic screeching?
No. Oh, we're hold on, general discussion. No. It's down here. Fuck, there you go.
We're waiting.
Like girls on Halloween. Oh, I want to be a princess. I'd look so cute. Boys.
Panzer noises.
I did see that.
Is that?
Well, he's looking for that. Another tank I would like to see in the game would be the K2 Black Panther. The ones that the Koreans have.
Yes. That's a good one. That's a solid boy.
I guess another one I would... Do you think they would eventually add the T-14 Armada? Would Gaijin be that desperate to be adding tanks?
I think so, but like I think like in years. Like we're not at that like we need to wait a little bit longer for that shit.
Well, I mean, we're essentially caught up to what we have in the modern world. All we're missing is the add-on packages for the Abrams, the add-on packages for the Challenger, and well, essentially Russia is missing a whole bunch of stuff at the moment.
Yeah, like all the T-72 variants, or the T-80U variants, or the T-90.
I would honestly...
Or the T-64 variants.
What other variant? Oh, like the BM?
I don't think it's a Russian one. I think that's only Ukrainian. Let me double check that. There's a T-64A, T-64B, Oh, it only stopped at T64B? Question mark? I think it did. Oh,
Well, I
that's
know that
unfortunate.
they only went to the BV and then immediately went on to the T72, right?
Yes.
Okay. Or which one came first? I was thinking about this last night.
Mm-hmm.
Did the T62 come first or did the T64 come first?
T62.
Okay.
I
When?
hate it. Sorry.
No, go ahead.
I hate that the BF109G14 came before the BF109G10.
You're right.
I hate that.
Pretty sure the T62 was
1961.
Yeah.
And the 64 was 3 years later?
1967.
Oh.
I know that the T55A was 1956.
55?
That's pretty good for 1956, if you ask me.
Right. Because during that time, America was still fielding Abrams. I mean, not Abrams.
Patton.
Pattons and Shermans.
Yeah. And the T-55 was the most produced tank, and a T-54/55, like, was the most produced tank ever. Period.
Because Russia.
Because Russia.
It also baffled me when I learned that the B-24 Liberator was the most produced bomber ever. Who is talking in the background? I can hear that.
That's Max. You're very low. It sounds like you're in the background.
Oh, that is him talking. Okay, I thought that was okay. Yeah, it really sounds like you're some.
Hang on. How's that?
Oh, you're good.
Okay,
Yeah, you're good.
all right. What did you say right after I finished what I said about the 24?
I thought the B-17 was the most...
That's what I thought too. But there's literally an entire Wikipedia page of most produced aircraft.
Wow.
Well, Wikipedia can be changed.
Yeah,
right?
I know that.
You're
But
going with that teacher logic?
okay, literally there was a German study that was actually rather recent that showed that Wikipedia is just about as accurate as, actually slightly more if I remember correctly, as an actual encyclopedia. Get fucked.
Nah, because that's gay.
Please die. So the most produced plane of all time is a Cessna 172. Most produced non-civvy plane is Ilyushin IL-2. The most produced fighters, a BF-109, followed by the Spitfire. But the B-24 Liberator is the most produced over the B-17 is actually quite a ways down. The B-24 has 18,482, while the B-17 has 12,731.
Interesting.
Yeah.
The more you know.
I know it's half the battle.
There were more
G.I.
Hueys made than
Joe.
17s.
What was that?
There were more Hueys made than B-17s, or 51s made than B-17s.
I could see that because America did field a lot of Hueys during the Vietnam War.
Yeah. Piper J3 Cub. Do any of you know what aircraft that is?
Nope.
Really?
Well, how would you
Come on.
educate us?
I do tank.
One of you has. Okay,
I do tank.
But
Do you-
it's like it's such a. Oh my god.
Do you know, Martian?
I do
What?
tank.
Or the Piper J3 Cub. Please tell me you know what this is.
Okay, is it a tank or a plane?
It's a plane. God damn it.
The plane?
Yes.
Yeah.
Cub.
I thought you said cuck. It's like, oh no.
Honestly, it sounds kind of familiar.
Yeah, because okay, so it's just under the Spitfire and just above the Focke-Wulf 190. 20,191. It was originally
Bruh, this thing is ugly. What do you mean?
what?
This thing looks ugly. The Piper J3 Cub?
You take that back, bastard.
Let me see this.
I posted it in the chat.
Oh, that's what it is?
Yeah.
It's a
That's
civilian
what they
plane.
use as their reconnaissance plane?
Well, it was yeah, pretty much. It was
I was expecting a military plane, not a civilian
It
plane.
is. Well, no, it is. It was originally a military aircraft.
I'm very disappointed.
From what? World War
Why?
One?
No.
Oh,
this is-
that's why, because it's the Grasshopper.
Yeah.
It's the American reconnaissance plane Grasshopper. Okay.
Yeah.
That's just its civilian designation.
Yeah. As the L4 Grasshopper.
World War One called. It wants his plane back.
Please die. Wow.
Oh, that's the first time I've ever heard that be funny.
Jesus Christ.
Right, brothers, trash in aisle 3.
Yeah. Oh, that
See-
hurt, man.
Good, because this thing is ugly.
No. You're wrong.
You're wrong.
No, you're wronger.
Shut up.
And before, you're wrongest.
You're wronger.
What's the most ugly looking aircraft you guys can think of?
Ooh, that's a good one.
My face.
Oh, can you fly?
That's the thing. That's why I'm so ugly. I can't.
In my
There's one. Okay, I know a pretty ugly one. Give me a second.
Okay, all of you just think of it in your head, and when we all say that we're ready, I'll say 3, 2, 1, go, and we'll just type it in chat. See what it all is.
All right, I'm ready.
Hold on.
Wait, does it have to be specifically military?
No.
No.
Okay, then I definitely got mine.
I'm trying to find a name for it. Give me a second. Okay, I got it.
All right. 3, 2, 1. Oh God. Okay, that totally beats mine.
Oh, mine's gonna be close. M15.
I didn't get a picture, but here I can get a picture.
This is the worst jet.
Oh my god, that thing's a jet?
Yes.
I've seen that before.
It's Polish.
Plane. Yeah, it's
It's a farming plane.
I hate it.
So I hate it.
I hate it. It's the M15. Sorry, the Polish PZL M15 Belfagor. There we go.
Nice.
It is. That's
Mine is the Caproni Stipa Flying Barrel.
that's beautiful. It's more beautiful than ugly.
It looks like somebody just got it looks like somebody just got a P51 in Photoshop and just extended the nose. And only
That's
the
funny.
nose.
It's funny because it's actually made of a conglomeration of a bunch of parts from different American aircraft at the time.
Really?
Yeah, the panels were originally P-51 wing panels, which were later switched out for P-40 wing panels, which is weird. And it had like the empennage of like an SPD Dauntless. Let me. This thing, it was meant to save like money and have like a. It was bad. We'll just cut it off there. It was bad.
Okay. I want to see your guys' cutest planes ever built.
Cutest?
Ooh,
Cutest,
Ooh,
yes.
This might take a bit. Hold on.
I have mine.
I got mine.
I
Okay.
don't. Hold on.
Also, this is another ugly plane that I found.
Oh yes, the flying pancake.
Yep.
Oh, yep, the XF5U. All right, ready?
Yep.
One.
On the
2.
count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Post.
That thing is not cute. I've seen that before. The X85. That is.
You take that back. It is the most
disgusting.
adorable thing
Look
ever.
at that tail section.
I know.
Jesus Christ! It's like
It's trying its best, all right?
crowding from the back. It's just.
How about mine? How am I prop plane?
That
Yeah,
thing
like
is...
that's adorable. Mine is just a smaller version of a P-51. It's a T-51.
Oh,
Oh,
I didn't know that was a thing.
Yeah, it's actually quite a big thing of light sport aircraft that are modeled after World War II. Like I know that there's a version of a Spitfire.
Oh, yeah, they do. I forgot they do air racing.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's like one of the planes. That's cool.
Oh no, air racing in an actual size P-51. There's a contra rotator that does that. I forget what it was. Fuck.
Okay.
That's the processing sound I make.
Okay.
gentlemen, the FE2.
Oh, that's pretty cute.
Project Natter. Nato.
Nani?
Nani? Oh, you're gonna have to blur that swastika.
Oh
Otherwise I get
no!
Oh no!
Damn it! Ah!
All right,
Oh, Jesus.
last one before we end the podcast. The most sexiest aircraft, in your opinion?
I have two.
You can post both.
Okay.
Hold on. This is gonna need some thought into it because I know quite a bit of aircraft and I have to go over each and every single one.
My first one's gonna be an American plane, which I know it's so weird of me to say, but and the other one is gonna be a straight up Russian plane.
Of course, Kami.
Fuck you. I love you. That's what my coworkers say because I like Russian shit.
Okay.
Oh fuck! There's a third one. Shit. Too late now.
All right. Well, I'm just gonna go with my two generics.
All right.
You know what? Yeah, I'm gonna go with that.
Because I'm basic, but you know what? Sometimes you gotta be basic to. I don't know. There's not a lesson here. I'm just basic. All right.
All right. So you guys ready?
I'm ready.
And 3, 2, 1. Post your sexiest planes.
This is my first one. Oh fuck! That's the wrong one. But okay.
Oh, the Sukhoi one. Oh, what's it
I
called?
like the wings.
Yeah, I forgot what it's called.
Yeah.
It's like the Sukhoi 152.
47.
47.
SC-47. And this is my favorite non-armed aircraft.
Oh, SR-71. That's a good choice.
Yeah, it is.
That's such a cool name for an aircraft too. Like
I
just
agree.
the number, the digit.
No, SR-71.
Just the digit. It's like what the
71,
fuck?
yeah.
SR-71.
SR stands for Strategic Reconnaissance in that, by the way.
Oh, really?
Wow.
Cool.
Yep.
Yes.
Also, the U-2 was renamed to the TR, which stands for Tactical Reconnaissance.
Hmm.
A lot of people don't know that it was renamed, though, just so you know.
That's sexy in Lego form, too.
Oh, yeah, dude. I want to fuck that. So wait.
Don't worry, we're all have the same thoughts at the moment.
All right.
Anyway,
Which one's yours, Bread? Your two sexiest.
Well, okay, like, I would get pictures of them, but I feel like anyone who watches this probably already knows what they look like. Focke-Wulf 190A and the P-51D.
oh, okay.
Okay, fair enough. And my last one is...
I'm really basic, but, like, you know, they are pretty fucking still. Yeah.
F4 Phantom. F4 Phantom to me is a pretty sexy plane.
Yeah.
I'm not a big fan of it, to be frank.
You monster!
Then again, I'm not a big fan of the MiG 21 either.
I think, hold on. I also want to state that there is a class of aircraft that are just hilarious. And, like just looking at them, it makes me laugh.
Okay.
And the F-35 is one of them.
The F-35? F-35 is a...
No, hold on.
What?
Oh my god. I can't just... Oh, okay. Let me download... If it would let me download the picture.
It's like, why? Why would you do this to a plane? Alright, I think that's it for tonight.
Oh.
Thank you, everybody, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.
Goodbye.
Put that
Bye.
stapler
No.
down, I'll kill you.